so what I have here is a bag of little miniature flags, and we are going to hang up a flag for every single person's country that is watching our channel. So what I need you guys to do, you guys already did it before, the problem is I don't know what each country's flag is. So in the comment section, just drop your country's flag emoji into the comment section, and I will post your flag up on the wall. That way, every time the camera pans around to that area, you guys will see all the different countries that watch our channel. And I'm super excited about this because I know you guys are all over the place and it's freaking awesome. I never imagined in my entire life that we would have people watching from all these different countries, and it's really cool because I would love to travel, so you know, I'll have connections in all these little countries. So drop the emoji of your flag into the comment section, and we are going, I don't know where we're gonna do it yet. Nate, where do you think we should do it? Just somewhere on the wall, I guess. We're either gonna put them up on the little poles, or we will just staple them onto the wall, and it's going to look really cool, and we are going to be representing all you guys because that's what this channel is about. It's about you guys, the subscribers, and also we're about to hit 50K subscribers, so if you haven't done that already, just hit that subscribe button. It's like super easy. You just click it one time and it doesn't cost you anything, but it helps us out a lot. So, you know, hit that button and hit the like button. Welcome back to the channel, ladies and gentlemen. We are finally back on the transit van or the Sprinter or whatever the heck this thing is. I don't know. I really don't care. We need to get this framework done. As you guys can see, we've got most of it all pulled out here. I've got a big old clamp hooked on right there. Look at that. Had to wear my Nico Brothers shirt today, you know, that way I can get some good framework going. You guys like that? Yes, sir. So what I need to do is I need to tear off this section right here. If you guys remember, I straightened that out in the last video. Did not need to do that because the new piece actually arrived with that piece already on there, which is super cool. And this nice bolt holes at the bottom for measuring everything up, so it's perfect. I'm gonna get this thing removed. I'm gonna get that mopped up. I'm gonna straighten out that bottom door, that floor right there, and then we're going to put that door on. Hopefully, if that door fits and everything, we'll move on to this area. We'll replace this hinge right here, and we'll try this door, see what this door says. And if everything closes good and everything looks good back here, we'll go ahead and cut the skin off. I know I said we were going to fix the skin, but look at this. That is a whole lot of previous body work. These vans, they tend to get hit in the quarter panels a lot because it is a big surface area and it's an easy target. So obviously it's had some substantial repairs done here. Somebody even cut it. And so I think that the time that it would take to strip all this Bondo off, to cut that back and weld that back properly and fix all this rust and this corner, I think we can just put all that energy and effort into removing the other skin and sticking it on here, which I think is going to be the easier thing to do, and it's going to be less Bondo. It's going to be still a lot of Bondo because we will have to Bondo the seam, but it's not going to be as hard because we're not going to have to reshape it. There's going to be a lot of dent max pulling to do here, and we don't want to do all that. At first Nate was gonna do it, but then we decided that Nate's services are needed elsewhere, so we will replace it. So we're gonna set up the camera and I'm gonna get started. Installed, well, it's just mocked up, and if you hop up here, step into my office, you will see that not only is the floor lower right here, it's also pushed in. This is why I do not remove this seam sealer. I always tell Nate, don't ever remove that seam sealer until we're done. That seam sealer gives you a line to show you where the part should be. So look right here, you see that? What is that, about a quarter inch? About a quarter inch off. And we've got this little dip here. And I tried pulling it out before with the old piece, but it tore off really easily. So what I'm going to do, Hey Nate, what'd you do, weld it on?
Yeah, I put a couple of tags for you.
Nate done tacked it on, man. All right, so what I'm going to do is I am going to probably weld something on right here somehow. I don't know how. I wonder if I can Okay, no welding required. I might be able to get it from the back here with my deep hook. Probably would be better to weld something on though. It'd just be easier because I need to put a jack back here and jack that up. So I'm on the fence because as this comes up, this needs to come out. If we were to jack it up right now, what we would do is we would buckle this section and we would be lacking on the length here. So, you know, the van would be a little bit shorter than it is, and you might have trouble hauling things like plywood and stuff around. So we got to make it perfect. You know, we can't be losing any inches. We can't afford to lose any inches here. So I'm going to try to do that. I'm going to set up a jack and then throw a couple of tack welds on it and bust it out, see what happens. It's not moving. Now we are test fitting our piece again. Once again, we have it on here and look at that. We are right there at that factory seam. Look how nice all that butts in. Super nice, look at that. Now what we need to do, we need to straighten out this area of the floor here. As you can see, there is some buckling going on and it doesn't want to lay flat. So we'll have to smash that in and tap it out, and then we will use a couple of self-tapping screws and install this rear piece. And then we will hang this door just to see where we're at. Hopefully the entire square of the box is not off. And man, it is hot. It's way too hot. Look at me, I'm sweating. It's either I'm working really hard or it's way too hot in here.
I think it's too hot in here, bro. It's hotter in here than it is outside.
It really is. Let's move the frame rack outside.
Let's do it.
Just grab it on that side. I'll get it on this side. Well, yeah, I'm gonna temporarily mount this back panel. I don't know for sure, but I think that corner might have to be pulled a bit more. Hopefully not, because this corner looks very similar to that corner, and this side wasn't really damaged, so hopefully not. But I guess we won't know until the doors go on. So for now, I need to flatten that piece out and then get this thing temporarily mounted, and then we'll put the door on it. See what it says. You gotta be kidding me, man.
What? Oh, 4 Ford.
Thread. What am I supposed to do? Oh, look at this. These holes don't have threads in them. What? Yeah, look. This section right here has nice little threads. Look at this. No threads, just. Nah. Freaking Ford, man. Drop in the comment section below if you think this is gonna work. It definitely works. Just not the way I intended it to.
Crazy, man.
Hey, this is a Milwaukee, man. It can handle anything.
That why it's slipping?
No, it's slipping because it's tripping. Yeah, I just ruined my snap for no reason. If you're gonna be dumb, you gotta be tough. You want to do this with oil, but yeah. Question is,
Dang, that's nice.
need a drill bit? No. Which one? Oh yeah.
Yeah, I didn't even think they were that bright when we turned them on the other day. Was it bright? It was bright outside?
Yeah. That long. You see, this is all part of framework, man. It don't matter. A lot of times I complain about parts. Look, you buy a part from the dealer and you got to do all this extra work. And how do you even price that? Like, do you add that on to the customer's bill at the end or what? Do you say, hey, I had to thread 4 extra holes and I had to find 4 extra bolts that your car didn't have before, you know? Like, that's all this stuff you got to take into account when you're doing this. People wonder why framers charge so much money.
$150 an hour.
Hey, that's gorgeous, man.
What's up, Pop? How you doing, buddy?
Good, you?
Strong, man.
Yeah.
Ooh, man, I like that. Man, I love it. Oh, man, that's great. I love it.
It ain't gonna hurt to replace them. How does that work?
It's on a nut.
Huh?
Where is light?
Chill, what are you doing? You're going too far, bud.
Oh, my bad.
Just hold it.
I don't know if maybe you're just so strong and that's why it seems so light, but dude.
You got 2 people manhandling a door, what do you expect?
I guess so.
So we have our door on, and at the top, it looks like it needs some adjustment, but we did just loosely throw it onto the hinges, so it's actually not bad. Like, I'm looking at all the gaps and everything, and nothing's too crazy uneven. So that means that, you know, our box is still in decent shape, which is really good, very good.
What's going on down here? Where's the latch at?
Down here, this latch is right here, so we're gonna have to get this door on before we can actually close this door.
So we gotta change this hinge right here?
Yeah.
Alright.
What I need you to do, Nate, is go ahead and drill this off, because I'm thinking we'll just go ahead and replace this piece.
Yeah, that's a good idea.
Look how pretty bad it's mangled up here, and then we've got it all welded to it. So I think that, you know, replacing it is going to be the best bet. I think it's just a couple of spot welds.
Yeah, it seems pretty simple. I'm gonna drill these out and then cut those off and we'll be good to go.
Yes, sir. Let's get to it. quarter panel removed, and I went ahead and removed this little inner structure. Nate said it'd probably be a good idea to go ahead and replace it because that one is a bit mangled up, and I think that's a great idea. We've got the hinge mount removed, and we've got the donor quarter panel right here. I did cut it a lot more than what I actually needed. That's why it's such a big piece. You don't ever want to cut off less than how much you need. So you always want to cut a bigger piece, and then you can always trim it and, you know, make sure that it fits perfectly. So that's there. Hopefully nobody steps on it. As he says it. But let's go over here and see what's going on at the... Let's go see what's going on in my office. Oh man, look at this mess. Oh my goodness. Woo-wee. What's going on here, Nate?
Oh, yeah, I got everything off.
Okay, you got this inner piece removed. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I do like that. See you guys right here. Look at this. It's going to be absolute perfection. Go in right like that, something like that. Boom, bada bing. And then this piece obviously is for right here. We decided to go ahead and replace it as well, just because we had it. And it's not gonna hurt replacing. So I think our next step is probably going to be to weld the hinge on. I will probably have to straighten this out some. Maybe possibly even replace it. I don't know.
Whatever's easiest.
Probably just straightening it, it should be easier. Just get a hammer in from the back, straighten it out, and then of course our new hinge piece needs to be installed right in that exact position, just like that. Look at that, all the holes line up really nice. That's a really good sign. So I'm gonna weld that in, and then once we get this welded in, we can test fit this door as well and see how it closes. We do have a little bit of an issue. I wish I would have noticed this before. If you look up there, you'll see that the latch has been cut. It might have been the firemen. Yeah, they could have been easily the firemen that did that. But somebody definitely sawzalled that latch off, so that latch is missing. But the cool thing is that Vlad's gonna be here tomorrow. He's gonna be hanging out, helping us out, and he will run down to Lookout Valley where he got all his parts and see if he can get those pieces. He also needs to get this as well because, you know, whenever you're doing stuff like doors, you have to make sure to have a good door seal. The original door seal in good shape, because you always want to put the seal on as you're fitting the doors, as you're pulling anything you're doing that has a door seal and a door. You always want to have that door seal, because a lot of people, they'll do a whole entire frame job, and I'm not going to name any names, Dad, and never put the door seals on. And then when you go, like you're doing the body work, or even you got that down to the paint stage, and you're trimming, you're putting all the parts on the car, and you put the door seals on, and the doors aren't closing for some odd reason, you know? So that's a very important piece, is that door seal. And it's damaged right here, so it's not gonna give us a very accurate, I guess, reading on the door seal, but for now, it will be okay. Since we are just simply roughly installing the doors. And what I'm gonna do now is I'm gonna go ahead and weld this hinge bracket on, and then once we get this bracket welded on, we'll throw that door on, and just to see how far off on everything we are.
Yeah, that's why I didn't want to go ahead and take the quarter panel completely off. I just kind of just took that bottom piece off.
Yeah, we're good on that for now. I'm looking right here, we might have to do a little bit of pulling right here maybe. But once this quarter panel comes off right here, then we'll have much better access to it.
And once you get the door on, we'll kind of see what we need to do too.
Yeah, the door is really the main thing right now. So I'm gonna go ahead and weld this piece on, and then we'll get the door up there and we'll see what happens. If everything looks good, we'll go ahead and cut that quarter skin off, and we'll start finessing everything, you know, start making everything fit. said he paid $300 for it. All right, so we got the doors on, and we've got a bit of an issue. It's actually a pretty big issue. And at first, I was freaking out. I was like, oh man, horrible framework. But this door right here, it closes really nice, and it seals, and it opens nice, everything. It works, this door works perfectly. This door, however, will only close at the top, and you have to force it to close here. Even then, it doesn't want to close.
It doesn't even latch, no?
No, it latches, but
I think so.
and so, you know, I was over here scratching my head, and then I talked to Vlad, and it turns out that this door was removed from a van that was smashed in this side. This door was completely destroyed, and if you look inside this door right here, you can see obvious signs of damage.
Man, just tap that in right there, and you'll be good to go.
Yeah, maybe. But see what it looks like. It looks like this latch part right here is damaged, and it just, I don't know. It just looks so odd. I don't even know what to do to it. I don't know where to put the latch. Like, look right here. This is bowed out this way. So this is coming out here. And what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna do it right in front of you guys.
So we can try just beating on this end.
Yeah, I'm gonna do a little beating, a little bit of beating on it. Now I don't expect that to have done much, but you know, it might have done a little bit. It might have done something. But you see how that, look at that, man. It really sucked this whole thing out that way. And so I don't know how, if it's even gonna be possible. Yeah, look at the manglers here. Look at
Door needs framework.
literally the door itself needs framework, and I've never really done, well actually I have done framework on the door many times before, but usually it ends in having to replace the door.
Well, slam it real quick, see what happens.
Hey, that's better.
That's a lot better. I think
That's
maybe
a lot better.
tap it in a little bit more and it should be good.
That's a lot better, I have to say. But it's still, you know, she still
What the customer doesn't see doesn't matter.
doesn't want to do what I want her to do. I do actually need to move this door out this way a hair. Because remember, I just threw it on. I never actually, like, adjusted it.
Right.
I don't know if that did anything at all. Ici глаза.
Hey, now that's pretty decent.
I mean, it's better, but it ain't decent just yet, bud. It ain't decent just yet. I'm gonna try to beat this in a little bit more, and then we're gonna probably we'll slide this in just a hair, adjust it there, and then we're gonna have to bend the door a bit. Almost, man. Almost. Just a little bit more. Now I'm going to show you guys a little trick. So anytime you have a door that is just, you know, bent beyond reason, and you need to adjust it, let's say the top of the door is touching the body of the car, but you have a gap at the bottom of the door, what you can do is you can get you a board. Let me find me a board. Sometimes sometimes a 2x4, a 4x4 works as well. If it ain't a 4x4, then you try. You want to open this door right here, get you in some nice good footing, because footing is very important in this situation. And you want to see right where that door's closing, and put your board there. Right there. See, that's a good flat spot on the door, and we're not touching the edge of the metal. So you want to keep it tight like that right there. And then just give it a little ooh-ah. Look at that. Now you want to be careful. You don't want to bounce it back too much, because that thing will come down and hit you right in the head. Ask me how I know. And sometimes when that ain't enough,
Get you another board. Ooh, that's looking good though.
you see that? Swing that bad boy over here.
Let's see how this one closes. Let's see how it closes.
Oh, it
Woo! Perfect.
factory, man. Factory. Almost, man. Look at that.
Now look, just get your hammer and just tap it right there, and you'll be
Just
good.
tap that whole corner in. I've done that before. If this was Florida, that's what we'd do. All right, so Paul came down here and he helped me out. He held the door, and I was able to smash this in, which I didn't really think about before, but Paul gave me the idea, and look at this. Bam. It's perfect. It might just need a little bit of adjustment, but remember the doors are not at the same height right now. And I don't really feel like setting them all up right now, because this door has to come off right now. So
Yeah.
I'm gonna pull this door off, and then we're going to cut that quarter panel off. So the old quarter has been removed, and we are ready to straighten out everything underneath here. And I'm actually happy that we're replacing the skin, because this right here, this was from the previous accident, and as you can see, it was I guess they tried to straighten it out a little bit, but they really couldn't get back there because it was a double wall. So we're gonna have the opportunity now to straighten this out really nice, and we will be able to put this foam back on and connect the quarter panel to that inner structure. There's a bunch of little things under here that still need to be straightened, like stuff like this, and then of course we'll have to clean off all this foam, that way we can reinstall the foam as well. But it's looking really good. I'm very happy with how it's turning out so far. Tomorrow we are going to straighten all this out and then fit the donor skin onto here, cut it down to size, make sure everything fits, get the tail light on there, get the doors on there, make sure everything lines up, and then we'll start the welding process. So stay tuned for that. Super exciting. That's going to be in the next video. Alright guys, so we got a little update on the Austin, and also a little update on the skid steer. Look what Dad did. My man's went full hand. Man, who done stepped on it? Who done stepped, bruh? I told Dad, I said, Dad, this is not necessary. He said, yes it is. Still fresh. When was it painted, Nate? Last week, wasn't it? Or last weekend, Friday. Painted it Friday, didn't we? Or Saturday? Was it Saturday, Friday?
Saturday.
But yeah, stay tuned guys. This is gonna be a complete video, start to finish. It's gonna have a bunch of content in it. And of course, there is a chance for you to win this car just by commenting. So you don't have to buy anything, you don't have to do anything, you just drop your comment and you're entered to win this beautiful little Austin Healey. I know a lot of you guys have been begging about this car, wanting to see a video on it and everything, and it's just been a lot of work and a lot of time, and we're finally getting very close. We need to now, you know, do some undercoating and all the wheel wells. We're gonna clean up all the wheel wells, coat everything real nice, clean everything up. We're gonna paint the rims as well. That way it has some shiny new color matched wheels. It's gonna look super good with the center cap chrome and the wheels color matched to the car. I think it's gonna look really good. I don't know if Jason's gonna be replacing them or not, but we're just gonna do that because I think it's gonna look good for our video. So stay tuned for that. We gotta get the interior done, get the windshield back on it, you know, get the lid on it, get the hood on it, get it all buffed out and look good. But man, I'm so happy with how it turned out. It's been a lot of work and a lot of time put into it, and hopefully we can get this thing pushed out here in the next couple weeks. Next couple days, really. You know, we jumped on the van, that way this could set up. You know, you don't ever want to mess with fresh paint too quick. But yep, I'm very happy with how it's turned out so far, and I hope you guys are going to be happy as well. So drop in the comment section below what you guys think, and I will see you guys later.